What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Dee Dee, and this is Misfit to Fit. If you haven't seen on the title of the video, it is Motivational Story Time. So that's basically where I'm going to take a story or an event that happened in my life and turn it into something motivational to help you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the story time. So the topic today is basically going to be on transitions. And transitions for me are another word for, or another thing for change. Change can either be really good or it can be really bad. But either way, change is meant to help you grow. For those of you guys who don't know, I used to be a Beachbody coach once upon a time. I was a Beachbody coach for a year and a half, and I started right after my second kid was born. And mainly I started because I wanted to lose the baby weight that I had gained from both babies. I had gained over 60 pounds and I did not like how I look. When I tell y'all the postpartum depression was so real in my life, it was so real to the point where I couldn't even recognize myself at all. If you guys have been following my journey since then, you guys have seen my before picture. It was like I could not believe how bad I had gotten. And I knew I had just had a baby. The weight wasn't going to just fall right off, but it just like it got to a point where it was like I couldn't even do anything because I had no motivation. I had no energy to do anything. So a friend of mine told me about Beachbody, told me about the coaching opportunity, and I took it right away because I was like, you know what do I have to lose? I can get into the best shape of my life, or I could get into the best shape of my life. And here I am now, a year and a half later. I am down almost 45 pounds. My goal weight is to be 135, which for my height is normal, but nobody really goes by those charts anyways, because honestly, it's just sometimes it doesn't make any sense to me. So, I actually, kind of started to dwindle off of Beachbody because we had a situation in our family that happened where we were forced to move out of our rental townhome. We had a really bad situation with our landlord, and it was a nightmare, which will be another motivational story time topic. But we had to make the decision to move, and we moved back in with my parents. So that transition was really, really hard because we went from depending on ourselves and, taking care of our family to now me and my husband and our two kids are at my parents' house in one bedroom. And it was just frustrating. So it got to a point where my business was struggling. I was struggling with my fitness journey, and then my husband and I were struggling as well because we were now, our pride was shot because we had to move back with them. And um, it took me a while to really, decide, like, am I going to let this hold me down, or am I going to keep pushing and doing what I was doing before? Thank God for the blessings that he has given to us, and the changes that he was putting us through, because if it wasn't for him, we don't know where we would have ended up. We probably would have still been at the same townhome paying so much money, and it was going nowhere. And I mean, literally it was going nowhere, because that's another story. But so if you're not somebody that's really big on, like, praying and believing in God's plan, personal development was something that I also did too. I read self-help books that helped me stay positive and helped me stay motivated, because at the end of the day, if I'm not good, then my family's not going to be good, then their faith is going to be shot. And it's just, that's something that we chose to do together, me and my husband. We prayed together a lot, we read our Bible together a lot, and just trusting in God that this isn't the end for us, and we're not going to end up at my parents' house forever. And lastly, something that really, really helped was spending quality time with loved ones. And that's something that, memories last a lifetime. So I chose to, stop posting so much on Facebook and Instagram and saying I'm doing this, and really being present with my kids and with my husband, and just enjoying the time that we have together, just to keep our minds off of, our situation. Even though we're at my parents' house, it was just like, I'd rather be thankful that I'm here with my family than, be bitter and angry that I don't have my own house and I don't have my own kitchen and all this other stuff. Uh, so, and it also like helps you not to feel like you're abandoned. I've explained my story before on Facebook, and I probably will another time too. But feeling abandoned is always something that we all kind of have and kind of experience. Like, we don't want to be alone. So being with people really, really close to you would really, really help. And this lighting just horrible. There we go. So yeah, that is kind of it. Like, that's really it for me, for this story time, I guess. I want to just kind of say to everybody, just think positive about any transition that's happening in your life. It's there to help you change. It's there to shape you and make you grow into the person that you're called to be. If you let every negative situation every transition or change that happens affect you negatively, then it's just going to be a negative thing. But if you turn it into a positive thing, it will be positive and you will benefit tremendously from it. So that is it. That's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, like and subscribe and share this with somebody, because, it's evident that somebody else is probably going to need this if you don't. So, just by sharing it and getting the word out there, would be amazing. Lastly, shout out to my boys at PAC. They are doing big things out there. You guys see me rock their stuff a lot, mainly because, one, my husband's a part of their team, so we get a lot of cool stuff. And two, because they're my homies and I love them and I love supporting other businesses and other people out there just doing it and getting the love out there and getting their name out there. So if you guys are looking for some dope apparel, PAC Clothing, check them out on Instagram, on Facebook. They have a new line coming out pretty soon, and I can't wait for you guys to see it because I can't wait to rock it. But thanks for tuning in. Until next time.